Glamour and chic are not words usually associated with rugby. But the Canadian women's team are changing that. These shots are taken from their annual calendar, which sells in its thousands. One of the inspirations behind it is Barbara Mervin. The 27-year-old flanker is a mainstay of the national team. But while she has her sights set on next year's Women's Rugby World Cup, she's also determined to show that female rugby players don't have to sacrifice their femininity, on or off the pitch.
That calendar was a fundraiser because we are not fully funded and we pay generally thousands of dollars to go on tour. So the calendar was also a celebration of athletic female bodies, and we wanted to portray that female rugby players are very beautiful, healthy and athletic.
Having completed a degree in fashion and design, Barbara saw a gap in the market for female rugby clothing and has recently launched her own brand designed to be both functional and flattering.
With rugby now, it's not so much old school where, the bigger you were, the more powerful you were. It's really become a very fitness-oriented sport, and we create clothing that's going to flatter your bodies and also show off how great your bodies are. These are something that I've worked on that I think are very important for women. Is right now, most of the shoulder pads that you would buy are designed for men, and they're generally too wide, and they also don't have any protection for your breasts. So I've designed some that do have padding to protect your special parts.
Barbara's designs are specifically geared to athletes as opposed to fashion models on the catwalk. And who better to do the modelling than fellow members of the national team?
This beautiful model is Megan Mutry. She is an international rugby player, has played both 7s as well as 15s, and she was ranked as Canada's #1 fullback. Megan is wearing the shoulder pads that I've designed specifically for women. As you can see, they have padding in all the right areas that women need. You can also send in your shoulder length measurement to our website, and we can get it measured exactly for your length of shoulder as well as your bust size.
Most female players wear kit which has been designed for men, but Barbara is hoping her ideas will change that and also help make women's rugby more marketable and attract new players.
I feel great. It's actually really comfortable. It's form-fitting and yet it feels very functional. I feel like I could be very fast in this outfit.
Women's rugby is becoming increasingly professional, resulting in a higher quality, faster-paced game. Feeling good about yourself is surely going to help that process even further in the future. The clothing line Lolly, named after her childhood nickname, is about to roll from the catwalk into kit bags. And if the support from her teammates is a gauge, it should prove to be a big success.
And I don't want to look like a man playing rugby.
No.
And
we have made progress with our jerseys, with those new tapered jerseys.
Most of my teammates have been incredibly supportive of what I'm doing. Part of the reason that I'm doing what I'm doing is because I'd heard them all complaining about what we were wearing. So they're very gracious to get anything to try on, and they've just been amazing. I'm not doing this for really anyone other than the rugby players. I'm not doing it for the men because enough has been done for their clothing. Basically, I'm trying to make women feel great in a sport that they love playing.
The Canadians are ranked #4 in the world. They found the going tough on the pitch against England recently, but will be among the favourites for the World Cup next year. And for Barbara, success on the pitch with her teammates remains her top priority, despite her attention to detail off it.
If I had to choose between winning a World Cup and becoming a famous fashion designer, it would absolutely be winning a World Cup.
But Barbara Mervin hopes that the same qualities that have made her a top-class rugby player will help her career as a designer.